Are you ready? Chris, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Chris?
Yes, I can hear you.
Cassandra?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you, Cassandra. Springfield, are you okay down there? Right? You're muted. Amy? Yep. Amy?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. All right. All right. It is Wednesday, February 18th, 2026, 10 o'clock. I will call the State Board of Elections meeting to order. Would you all please rise and we'll say the pledge of allegiance. I would like
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one
One
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
liberty and
and
justice for all.
for all.
Okay, before we begin, I want to say to our members. One, we are going to, the last meetings we had, there was a lot of kind of confusion, talking over each other a little bit. The motions, the seconds got just a little bit confused, and to make it easier for our court reporter and for everybody to hear, I want you to use the mics, speak into the mics, speak up. And I will say the name of who made the motion. And the second, so everybody knows exactly who, what, and where. So, can I have a motion to approve the minutes of January?
Roll call.
Roll call, sorry, Amy, my fault. Roll call.
Ms. Bellercroft, Ms. Cray,
Here.
Ms. Genovese,
Here.
Ms. McCrory,
Here.
Mr. Brett,
Happy to be here.
Ms. Watson,
Here,
Vice Chair Turbin,
Here.
Chair Donahue.
Present. All right, now, may I have a motion for the approval of the minutes of January 7th and January 8th? So moved. Do I have a second? Second. It's been moved by member McCrory and seconded by member Ballard Croft. Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Bellercroft,
Yes.
Ms. Cray,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Abstain.
Ms. Watson,
yes,
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right. I need a motion so we can recess into the State Board of Elections and reconvene as the state officers electoral. Do I have a motion to that effect? So moved. Second. Second. It's been moved by member McCrory and seconded by member Ballard Croft. Could ever roll call, Amy?
Ms. Bellercroft,
Yes.
Ms. Cray,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
yes,
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, now, before we begin all of that, we have some very special awards and recognition.
The minutes.
We need to do the SOEB approval of the SOEB minutes, now we've recessed into
All
as
right.
the electoral board. It's a
Okay.
separate agenda.
All right, so let me find, where's that? I'm sorry, guys.
The first one.
Tina. Andrew.
No, okay, all right.
She's got.
Apologize, guys.
Sure.
I need approval of the minutes of the December 9th, January 7th, and January 8th meetings. Do I have a motion to that effect?
Second.
Been moved by Member McCrory, seconded by Ballard Croft. Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Bella Croft,
Yes.
Ms. Cray,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Abstain.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, is there any other business to come before the state electoral board? Here, are there any comments from the general public? Springfield, any comments?
No,
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So.
don't move.
It's been moved by Member Ballard Croft, seconded by Member Turbin. Roll call, baby.
Ms. Bella Croft,
Yes.
Ms. Cray,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, now can we go to that? Okay, yes. We got some very special presentations, awards, service awards for staff. We have 15-year awards, 20-year awards, 25-year awards, and a 35-year award. And I think that's pretty amazing for a agency of this size to have that term of service.
Like 30.
And the experience, the knowledge in those 10 people is pretty amazing. So, let's start with the service, 15-year service awards. Do I do them individually?
Yeah, we could do them individually. We do have some people that are in Springfield and also some people are not in it. So I'll just read their name at that point. So if you would like, I can kind of just direct. you.
I will turn it over to you and let you go for it. Thank you, Bernadette.
So receiving a 15-year service award is Adam Hager in the Division of Information Technology. And his boss, the Deputy CIO, Jason Killhofer, is in Springfield to give that award to Adam.
So this is a 15-year service award given to Adam Hager. He's been a developer and now a team lead over these last 15 years. Great developers don't just write code. They develop systems people rely on. And Adam, you are one of those people. We've appreciated you over these last 15 years, and I think I can speak for the board that we look forward to the next 15.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Anything else want to add?
Thank you. Next, receiving the award in Springfield is Katie Miller, and she is an election specialist in the Division of Campaign Disclosure. So we actually have Tom Newman, Director of Campaign Disclosure, up here to, remotely, virtually present the award to Katie.
I'll stretch my hand out very long. In the interest of brevity, because I know we've got a lot of these to go through, I don't want to shortchange Katie. I can tell you many wonderful things about her. But the very brief summary is she's a great employee and we're lucky to have had her for the last 15 years. So congratulations, Katie.
Okay, and also receiving 15-year service awards are Amy Kelly. Amy is the assistant to the executive director, so she, as a gift, she is on vacation. So she will celebrate, while she is on vacation, and when she returns, we will give her the award. And then also Jason Meyer, who is a specialist in campaign disclosure, and when he returns, Andy will provide Jason his award as well.
All right. 20-year awards.
Okay, so for the 20-year award, we have Andy Nauman in Chicago, who will present the award to Clinton Jenkins, a specialist in the Division of Campaign Disclosure.
I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate Clinton on reaching his 20-year anniversary with the State Board of Elections. We thank you for your long-term commitment and dedication to the Campaign Disclosure Division. Your time and knowledge have been part of our growing history, providing outstanding service. You are a practical auditor, a respected hearing officer, and a consistent presence within our campaign disclosure family. And I appreciate all you have done and continue to do.
Thank you, Clint.
Okay, next for our 20-year service award is Brent Davis. Brent had said he was fine just having his name read. So now I said, no, so we're gonna have a little bit of pomp and circumstance. So I'm happy, to present Brent Davis with the Staff Service Award commemorating 20 years of service. Brent currently serves as the appointed Director of Election Operations. However, Brent has worked in all of our election-related divisions during his employment here, including campaign disclosure, voting and registration systems, and the now retired election training and development division. He's not yet served in legal, but we consider him an honorary member due to his vast election law knowledge. And we also consider him an IT staff member because of his technical skills with setting up candidate petition filing every year. And during those filing periods, I tell everyone that he's my boss throughout that period, so also an honorary executive staff member at certain times. His experience here has not only contributed to successes of high-profile projects, but he really does drive improvement and innovation. He doesn't want to just get it done, it's usually get it done better each time. But most importantly, the election authorities trust him, they listen to him, and he's able to support them through distinct challenges that arise each election, of which there are typically many. The SBE is grateful to Brent for his years of service, which he has promised to continue. I intend at some point to get it in writing. So on behalf of the board and all the SBE staff, I'd like to congratulate Brent, thank him for his 20 years of service in the State Board of Elections.
Thank you very much.
And also receiving a 20-year service award is Darcel McAllister. Darcel is an election specialist in the Division of Election Operations, and we'll give Darcel his award.
Thank you. All right, 25 years.
25-year service award is Jason Kilhoffer. He is the Deputy CIO in the Division of Information Technology. He spoke earlier and gave Adam his award, but prefers to maintain a low profile and receive his directly from us, so we'll do that after the meeting. And then also we have Andy Nauman, Deputy Director of Campaign Disclosure, and Tom Newman, his boss, the director, is here to give him the award.
Once again, I'm gonna be brief, probably because you already know how awesome Andy is. I don't know what I would do without him as my right-hand man, running things in Chicago. I can't say enough good things about Andy. I'm been happy to have had him here for the last 25 plus years. I'm not gonna hold you to another 25. We don't want you leaving anytime soon, so congratulations. Thank you.
All right. Now the last one, 35.
Okay. I'd also just really like to thank Andy for everything he does for us, especially in the Chicago office. So Andy will do absolutely everything for anybody. And much appreciated. Thank you. All right, so and last, definitely not least, the 35-year service award for Amy Calvin. Amy currently is the executive assistant, so she helps me on a daily basis. So I'm happy to present Amy Calvin with the Staff Service Award commemorating her 35 years of service. Amy's decades of service demonstrate a deep commitment to the agency as an administrative and executive assistant. She supported dozens of boards and members, various executive staff, and all of our divisions to always ensure our agency meets the goals but also conducts our business in a transparent manner at all of these meetings. As the longest serving staff member, Amy's worked through more election cycles than pretty much everyone else at the SVE. And despite that and an ever-changing landscape that is election administration, Amy continues to not only report to work to do her assigned duties, but consistently assist with all the other agency projects like testing, petition filing, electoral board proceedings. She's worked here longer than most people on staff have even been in the workforce. Yet she continues to show up for the agency and just to be a helper to everybody, to the board, to her coworkers, and to the public. I know it's not always easy to do that, which is why it's very much appreciated and should be recognized.
Absolutely.
I was just gonna say, therefore, on behalf of the board and all of the staff, I'd like to congratulate Amy, thank her for 35 years of dedicated service to the State Board of Elections. And just to show everything, Amy is the one who always keeps us on top of these other service awards for everybody else. I think it's really important that she received hers today, in front of the whole board. And I'm glad there's a lot of people here, because there's a lot of electors and people from the community that work with all of our staff and know them. And it's really an honor to be able to say thank you to everybody today and to appreciate their service.
I say thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you.
Yep. She's seen it all. She's seen a lot of you grow up too, I think. No. All right, now we'll get down to business. We've got a long call. We will have, report of the general counsel. And we're going to do one thing out of order. Everything that moves is because one of our people has an alderman meeting, right? Meeting.
I believe so. So we are gonna call out of order. First, this is an appeal of campaign disclosure fines in which the hearing officer recommends granting the appeal in part and denying the appeal in part. This is agenda item 4A14, FBE versus Maria for the 49th Ward, 25 AM 105. We have the candidate Maria Haddon, Hadden. And Ms. Haddon, there is a green light on the ceiling that is kind of hard to see, but that's the microphone. So if you wanna cozy up to Tom there, you'll be able to address the board after every recommendation. So, I'm sorry.
There's another one right.
Oh, there's another one right there. Okay.
Wait, which one would you prefer? Which, will it be able to be saved from this one? I guess. Yes. I feel like I'm gonna be beamed up. I promise you won't. Where is it? It's right there.
The little green light above you,
All right. And.
All right.
camera's behind you.
Yeah,
They can see your face and we can see.
great. So I will read my recommendation. So the committee is appealing a total of $7,000 in civil penalty assessments relating to board contributions. 4,500 of those penalties is for the allegedly 56-day disclosure of 3 contributions totaling $4,500, all dated January 14th, 2025. However, the committee was able to provide final receipts from IDIS showing all were timely disclosed, and therefore I agree with the hearing officer. This portion of the appeal in the amount of $4,500 should be granted. Now, the remaining $2,500 penalty is for the 53-day late disclosure of a contribution, $2,500 dated January 20th, 2025. Now, the committee has acknowledged that this A1 was delinquently filed. Here, the hearing officer recommends lowering that assessment from $2,500 to $2,000 because if the prior appeals are granted to the 3 earlier contributions, this becomes a 3rd offense, not a 7th offense. And section 9-10G of the election code caps the fine for 3rd offenses at $2,000. So overall, I agree with the hearing officer recommendation that the appeal should be granted in part and denied in part, as set forth in the hearing officer's report. And if the appeal is granted in part and denied in part as recommended, $2,000 will be owed by the committee rather than $7,000. Now, the committee also just submitted a settlement offer yesterday. So it is for 50%. So the committee is offering $1,000 to settle $2,000 in fines for late filing of an A1 during the first quarter of 2025. The offer falls short of the balance and receipt ratios at 18.88% and 12.86% respectively, but the offer does meet the 50% standard. The committee is not considered low dollar. So I would recommend denying the offer because the low ratios weigh against acceptance of this offer under Rule 125.450.
Maria? Well, you may speak. Thank you.
Thank you for hearing our appeal. I appreciate the hearing officer and of course the recommendation for those 3 A1s. We did 5 of them, and so it was surprising to get the letter. For the $2,500 that we filed with Lee, this was an in-kind contribution, so this was an event for venue, and they discounted the price. It was our mistake. My treasurer, who is wonderful and volunteer, was doing our quarterly filings and listed this in-kind amount, and that's when then we were notified for violation. While I know we are not hitting the ratios, we work hard for all of the dollars, and I do not maintain a high level of funding in my account. Most goes to campaign activities and community events. And at year wrapping up, we have a little bit more money with these last couple of quarters because we're preparing for more community events and the election. Also with this being an in-kind amount, it wasn't actually money that we received. Hence is why we put forth the request for this. I'll also say that this is our 3rd offense. Our first 2 offenses were in my first term. We were new and learning, and so we made it through a cycle almost without offense. And so just hoping for some consideration or leniency as we work really with a lot of intention to make sure that we're very good about our disclosures, but as well as our mistakes.
Thank you. Do you have questions? Questions in Springfield? Is there a discussion? Do I have a motion?
I think we have 2 full motions.
Into the microphone, please.
So we could first grant the appeal and deny the appeal in part as recommended by the hearing officer and general counsel.
Right?
So moved.
It's been moved by member McCrory. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been seconded by member Valerie Croft.
Excuse me, Madam President.
Yes. It's not, member.
I didn't hear the motion.
The motion is to grant the appeal in part and deny the appeal in part as stated by the hearing officer and recommended by the general counsel.
Thank you.
Amy, roll call, please.
Ms. Bellercroft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turvin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Now there is the discussion on the fine, which she has offered a settlement of $1,000 for a $2,000 fine, but it doesn't meet the other ratios. Do I have questions or discussion? Member Valerie Croft.
I just have a question. Do we know what dollar amount would meet the remaining ratios?
Essentially, this committee has too much money to change the ratios at this point, so no.
Further discussion, questions? Motion.
I'm gonna make a motion to accept the settlement offer of $1,000.
It's been moved and by member McCrory for to accept the $1,000 offer. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been seconded by member Turbin. Roll call, please, Amy.
Ms. Bellercroft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turvin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you for your
Thank you.
candor. I hope we don't
Yeah.
That's why I come to hear more of the service report. And all your helpful, so thank you for that.
Thank you. All right, now, go back to beginning.
All right, let's go back to the beginning. So we're gonna start with some settlement offer. I have an appearance on file to be just received for Board A1, SBE versus Illinois Podiatric Medical Association, PAC. That's 25 MQ10. I will read my recommendation, and then Mr. Fogarty will have an opportunity to address the board. Fogarty is FOGARTY. Committee is offering $900, which is 50%, to settle $1,800 in fines for late filing of the December 2024 and March 2025 quarterly reports. The offer meets the receipts ratio and the 50% standard, but falls short of the balance ratio at 23.35%. The committee is considered low dollar, but low dollar treatment would not be beneficial here because half of the committee's current balance, the current balance is $77,0823. That would be more than the $1,800 original fine total. So because the low balance ratio weighs against settlement under the board's settlement factors, I recommend denying the offer.
All right, Mr. Fogarty.
Yes, thank you very much. This committee has sort of been adrift until lately, including with their compliance. They have completely revamped, however. And
Can you keep your voice up, Mr. Fogarty?
yes, ma'am. They have completely revamped their compliance methods and are going to conduct themselves more professionally. They are the Podiatric Medical Association after all. And under the circumstances, it's an $1,800 fine. $900 is 50% of what is asked for. And this is a low dollar committee. They've got $7,700 right now. And so given that they have pledged to conduct themselves in a more compliant manner going forward, we would ask for grace on this fine and that this settlement offer be accepted.
Is there discussion, questions?
I have a question.
Member McCrory.
Marty, what is this our first offense?
Let me double check here. It's definitely not a first offense because then it would have been stayed. But let me check very quickly what number it is.
Do you have an idea, Mr. Fogarty?
They've been around a long time.
What's that second?
It's the second offense?
Okay.
All right, do we further questions? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the settlement offer, at this juncture. If they have truly revised their organization and compliance, look at their compliance, then I want to see them not back again. I don't want.
That's why.
All right, it's been moved by member McCrory to accept the settlement offer of $900. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
It's seconded by member Ballard Croft. Roll call, Amy?
Ms. Ballard Croft,
Yes.
Ms. Cray,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese.
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Vrett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turvin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Marty?
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have one other settlement offer with an appearance today. It is agenda item 4A4, SBE versus Friends of Juan Moreno, 25 AM 67. We have Ross Seckler, an attorney here on behalf of the committee. SECLER, and I assume, sir, you're Mr. Moreno?
Yes.
Hello. All right, I will read my recommendation and then you'll have an opportunity to address the board. So the committee is offering $800, which is 3.65%, to settle $21,901.80 in fines for late filing of 2 A1s during the fourth quarter of 2024 and 15 A1s during the first quarter of 2025. The offer is compliant in terms of balance and receipt ratios, and although below the 50% standard, the committee considered low dollar. So the current balance of this committee is only $1,209.43. So, here, this offer is a little higher than 50% of the current balance, which is what we would be looking for from a low dollar committee. So therefore, I recommend accepting the offer.
All right, Mr. Secretary?
Thank you very much, and Ms. Moreno is here, if you have any questions, but we will agree with the recommendation of the general counsel.
Morning, members, I'm a little bit.
That's right.
Um,
Speak up the green light.
Morning to everyone, thank you for hearing the offer, thank you for having us here and speaking on it, the problem was, we filed the person that was advising me, was a volunteer, was a good friend, and I guess it was my fault as well, and I, being on top of it, we filed everything, but quarterly, it was not allowed to get filed the right way. And that's where we dropped the ball on it, and that's why you see it's so many of them, they're all piled up, and
That's,
thank you for consideration and appreciate it.
It's your lucky day.
yeah. Do we have a motion?
I move to accept the settlement offer.
It's been moved by member Brett to accept the settlement offer. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded by member McCrory. Been moved and seconded. Amy, roll call, please.
Ms. Bellicroft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese.
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, Marnie.
Marty, can you keep your voice up, please? I can barely hear you.
To who? To who, me or Marnie?
Marnie.
Okay, for agenda item 4A2 and 4A3, is anyone present for MCFT Cope or Friends of Gloria Jenkins? Seeing
None
no-
in Springfield.
I'm sorry, Amy, what?
None in Springfield, but a gentleman just walked in.
And is he MCFT Cope or Gloria Jenkins?
I don't,
We're not sure. Just one moment, please.
Okay, thank you.
he's not here. Okay. Oh, appeal, a complaint, okay, thanks. We're good.
No, no one in Springfield.
Oh,
Okay, there's no one here. Marnie?
So the recommendation for 2A2 and 2A3 is to reject the settlement offers.
Moved. It's been moved by member McCrory, second.
Second.
Seconded by member Brett to deny the settlement offers. Amy, roll call, please.
Ms. Bellicroft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese.
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, Marnie, appeals of campaign disclosure.
Yes, these are ones in which the hearing officer recommends granting the appeal. Now, Mr. Seckler, you are citizens for Christopher Getty.
If you need me to speak here.
You might want to.
Oh.
So this is 4A6 SPE versus Citizens for Christopher Getty, 24 AD 24. Mr. Seckler is here. I have a slightly different recommendation, which is, why you might want to talk. So in this case, I'm going to suggest that the board waive or reduce the fine rather than granting the appeal if the board wants to grant relief here. So the committee is appealing a $3,000 civil penalty assessment with 42-day late disclosure of 2 receipts dated October 30th, 2024, totaling $4,000. In this case, 2 separate committees have the same chair, and an A1 reporting these 2 contributions that were dated in October of 2024 was mistakenly filed in the wrong committee's IDIS account. So there was a timely disclosure, but by the incorrect committee. So the respondent committee did not timely disclose the contributions in its own name as required by Article 9, or in a manner in which the public could easily find it. So when the error was discovered, as the committee prepared its next quarterly report, the committee contacted board staff and then later filed a letter documenting the itis error that happened. Now, this was plainly a clerical error, and I do not believe this explanation alone is the basis for a meritorious appeal. Rule 125.425 reads, quote, "The standard of review for an appeal filed pursuant to subsection G1 or G2 is whether the committee has demonstrated by a preponderance of the evidence that the assessment was in error. Error may be shown by proving the committee did not violate Article 9, the board's assessment was incorrect, an affirmative defense is applicable, or other meritorious basis exists to grant the appeal." So here I don't see how the respondent's clerical error qualifies as an error by the board. However, section 9-10G does expressly authorize the board to waive or reduce a penalty if the violation is attributed to a clerical or computer error. So if the board would like to grant relief here, I would recommend denying the appeal and either waiving or reducing the fine.
What is the current fine?
The current fine is $3,000.
Mr. Sec.
Thank you, Ross Sector, on behalf of the committee. As the general counsel said, this was a purely clerical electronic filing error.
Okay, I can't hear you at all.
Sorry about that, Honorable Watson. Again, this, as the general counsel stated, this was a purely clerical electronic filing error. I don't believe this committee has used an electronic filing defense in the past. And therefore, we would request that the appeal be granted, or in the alternative that the penalty be waived, because it was disclosed, it's just under the wrong committee through electronic filing.
Questions of Mr. Seckler? Marty, you have a look on your face?
So I do have a look on my face. So the hearing officer did not analyze this as an electronic filing defense. So I'm trying to do that off the top of my head right now. So when did the committee discover the error?
I believe, right before they submitted the letter. Because when they were preparing their quarterly reports, because that's where it showed up then. This contribution of the A1 was for the wrong committee, and they were reconciling and said, "Oh, this figured out the piece of law."
So sure, so the electronic filing defense provides that the committee needs to have contacted the board either within 3 days of the deadline or 3 days of discovering the error. So I don't know if this was in 3 days exactly, not knowing the dates, because this was not the way the case presented by the hearing officer. Taking a look quickly to see if there's any dates that can help us out here.
Well, the letter was sent on January 22nd, 2025.
And I believe that was subsequent to the conversation we had with the state board. With staff.
I don't know if our director of campaign disclosure has any thoughts.
I don't know if they had used electronic filing defense before, beyond that, I really don't have anything much to offer.
All right, guys, what is our recommendation? Member Brett.
Because the purpose of the law is to inform the public about the contributions of different committees. Although there's no evidence of bad faith in this instance, I think that the purpose of the law requires that we deny the appeal for the reasons that the general counsel set forth. And then if someone would like to suggest waiving the fine in this instance or reducing it, I'm agreeing with that, but I believe that the general counsel's recommendation is correct. Therefore, I move to accept the recommendations of the general counsel.
It's been moved by member Brett to accept the recommendation of the general counsel. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been seconded by member Craig.
Just to clarify, is the motion to deny the appeal and waive the fine? Okay, step one, just deny the appeal. Okay, thank you.
Can I ask a question real quick? Are we going to make a second motion then to waive the
Yes.
board? Okay,
We are denying, and then there'll be a further motion.
okay.
Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Bellarcrust,
Yes.
Ms. Cray,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion
Yeah.
passes.
Thank you, Amy. Further discussion, questions? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to waive the fine pursuant to the clerical error. That's right, Marnie?
Yes, thank you.
Member Genovese makes a motion to waive the clerical error and the fine because of the
Second.
clerical error. Do we have a second? Member Cray, did you,
Member Cray seconded that.
member Cray second? Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Bellarcrust,
Yes.
Ms. Cray,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Thank you. Marnie.
Next, we have an appearance on file for agenda item 4A10, SPE versus Friends of John Jacobs, 25 and F94. I assume hello, sir. So feel free to stand by this difficult green light to see. And I will read my recommendation and then you'll have an opportunity to respond. So in this case, my recommendation is going to deviate a bit from what it originally was because we learned that there was a fax problem with the SBE. So get ready. So the committee is appealing a $1,000 civil penalty assessment for the 66-day late filing of the March 2025 quarterly report. So the report was due April 15th, 2025, but was not received until over 3 months later on July 23rd, 2025. So I originally thought the committee was experiencing its own fax issues and was trying to think an electronic filing defense, but that apparently is not the case. It was brought to my attention yesterday morning that the board indeed experienced a long-term fax machine outage. It was announced on the board's website in early April, instructing committees to file via email instead of fax. On June 30th, 2026, the website was updated to show that the fax machine was working again. Now, I obviously would not want a committee to have to pay fines due to the board's outage, but the question here is it took the committee another 24 calendar days to file the report after the outage ended. So Rule 125.425 reads that the standard of review for an appeal is whether the committee has demonstrated by a preponderance of the evidence that the assessment was in error. Error may be shown by proving the committee did not violate Article 9, the board's assessment was incorrect, an affirmative defense is applicable, or other meritorious basis exists to grant the appeal. So because there was a board-caused issue receiving the faxes for a large portion of the relevant time period, one option to consider could be granting this appeal under these unusual circumstances as an other meritorious basis, as mentioned in 125.425I. Now, at a certain point, though, one would hope that the committee would have emailed or mailed the report, contacted the board, or taken some other action, rather than waiting until after its next quarterly report was due before filing. So an alternative option here could be to deny the appeal, but then reduce or waive the fine to provide some consideration for the fact that a large portion of this chunk of time was due to an error of our fax machine. So those are the two options, and we will turn the floor over.
Board members here, board members in Springfield, thank you so much.
Speak up. And are you Mr. Jacobs?
I am Mr. Jacobs. So I've been working in IT for about 15 years. I think unfortunately I still have a tendency to forget that technology lets us down.
So I can't hear you.
Yeah, you see that parking line around that, right
Yeah.
up there. You just have to
Fellow members.
speak up.
My name is John Jacobs. I've been working in IT for about 15 years, and I still have a tendency to forget that that technology does let me down. I do accept culpability for late filing in many ways. I did file on time. I do assure you I can prove that that I filed on the 14th, which admittedly is very close to the deadline. I've been filing consistently since I founded the PAC in 2020 when I ran. Since then, it's been $0 in, $0 now. I haven't run, I haven't campaigned, I haven't fundraised, anything of the sort. I file as a function of compliance, I apologize. I did file on time, unfortunately, the fact machine was off. When I became aware, I did file immediately. I understand the 66 days was particularly egregious.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobs. Further, do you have a question?
I just have one question. Are you closing your committee?
Wasn't the plan.
Well, I need to know what's.
Yeah, it's probably if that is something that the board would prefer it done, say for clerical reasons or.
Well, that's up to you. That's up to you. I mean, I certainly don't want to impede your ability to do what you want to do with your meeting.
I do appreciate it.
And what's the current balance? Zero. Is that the motion?
It's been
Goes out
zero.
committee for certain.
Zero.
5 years, this 5 or 6.
Do you have a motion, member Brett?
I
Please.
move that we grant the appeal on the basis of other.
I can't hear you, Member Brett.
I move that we grant the appeal for other meritorious reasons.
Do we have it? It's been moved, by member Brett. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded by member Turbin. Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Bellicroft,
Yes.
Ms. Cray,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jacobs. Marnie.
Great, I'm going to finish off this section really quickly, with hopefully a couple of group motions. Bear with me for a moment. You know what, I'm gonna come back to the rest of this section because there's a couple of, there's another facts case and there's also a couple of other nuances, so we'll come back in a bit. Let's go ahead with calling, other individuals who are here and let them have a chance to speak. Unless someone else is here on agenda item, up through agenda item A12, who hasn't had a chance to speak.
Anyone in Springfield, Amy?
No one in Springfield.
Okay.
All right, so we'll come back to those and move along here. So next are appeals of campaign disclosure fines, where the hearing officer recommends granting the appeal in part and denying the appeal in part. We already heard from Maria, but we also have an appearance on A13, SBE versus Sangamon County Republican Central Committee, 25 AJ 10. And before the committee has an opportunity to speak, I will read my recommendation and then hand the floor over. So this committee is appealing civil penalty assessments for the one-day leak disclosure of 3 separate contributions totaling $3,500, all received May 12th, 2025. The assessment total was originally calculated at $450. The committee says it was still within the 5 business day window, or it thought it was when it disclosed the contributions. Now, during the course of evaluating the case, it was noticed that due to previously granted appeals, these fines should have been treated like 3rd, 4th, and 5th violations rather than 5th, 6th, and 7th violations. So therefore, the hearing officer recommends, and I agree with, lowering the fine total by $50 to $400. So therefore, I agree with the recommendation of the hearing officer to grant the appeal in part, lower the assessment by $50, and deny the remainder of the appeal.
Thank you, Marty. Discussion? Do I have a motion? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Julianne, would you like to comment?
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Can.
Okay, so
Introduce yourself and spell your name, please.
Yes, my name's Greg Stumpf, and I'm the treasurer of the Sangamon County Republican Central Committee here in Springfield. And the only thing I'd like to present today is that I appreciate you allowing me to speak today, is that we do not refute that we are just outside the confines of the report here, that of the 5 business days. I just wanted to say that the reason I'm here, it'd be irresponsible if I didn't at least try this. We made a deposit on May 12th at 4:06 p.m. And then the lady that helps me along with the reports that I do with the State Board of Elections, within the 5 business days, she realizes, and we do this all the time with you guys, the 5 days had passed, and since it was 4:06 p.m., she thought the date was the next day. And so it'd be irresponsible if I didn't at least try this with you today. She filed the next day, which would be on the 6th business day, at 10:48 in the morning, which is 3 hours past the deadline on a business day. So I'm just here to ask for leniency, and if you would grant that we not, we were in good faith, and just asking for leniency and grace for our error here.
Thank you, sir. Questions, discussion? Do I have a motion?
Madam Chair,
Yes, member Walker.
Marnie, what is your recommendation?
My recommendation is to grant the appeal in part and deny the appeal in part, lowering the fine from $450 to $400.
From 450 to what?
To 400.
Okay, everybody was speaking together that time.
$400, $50.
From
Yes.
450 to 400
Yes, ma'am.
and deny the appeal.
Grant in part and deny in part.
So what are we granting in part?
We're lowering the fine by $50. So that's the part that's granted.
Okay, thank you.
Further discussion? Do I have a motion?
I have a question. I have a question.
Yes. Member Turbin, sorry.
Yeah.
I can't.
My question is, when listening to the gentleman, you were saying you would like some leniency because of the time factor. She's recommending $400. Do you have a recommendation that you think would be more proper than the $400?
Well, I don't refute that, but we're outside the boundaries, if by just a few hours.
understand
$200. Thank you.
Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to grant appeal in part and deny the appeal in part, as recommended by the general counsel. A second.
It's been moved by member McCrory, seconded by member Ballard Croft to accept the recommendation of the general counsel to accept and deny. Grant and deny. Do I have a roll call, Amy?
Ms. Ballard Croft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
We're gonna need a motion for the fine, but,
Mr.
member,
Stumpf, I was gonna ask, are you making an offer as far as settling at this juncture, or would you like to think about it and come back with an offer of settlement?
No, yes, ma'am. Today I'm making that reoffer there.
which is,
$200.
okay. He is offering $200 to settle a $400 fine.
Marty, what is your position on that?
I did not know that the committee was appearing here today until I walked in the room. Oh, but a wonderful time and just walked by and gave me a wonderful statistic sheet. So although this is a 50% offer, the ratios here are very low. The fine to balance ratio is 0.43%, and the ratio of fine to receipts is 0.92%. So I do not recommend accepting the settlement offer.
So how much is in their account?
The average total, the average ending balance, I don't have the current balance, but the average ending balance is $92,502.34. Oh, and Tom just tells me the current balance is $88,809.16.
Do I have a motion? I think what we have option here is to accept the $400, which is the proposed fine, his offer of $200. So right?
So we've already lowered the fine to $400. So that's the question now is whether or not you want to accept the $200 settlement offer.
Oh, so then either that or he has an opportunity to wait and come back with an offer. If we don't take his 200.
Correct.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
I just have a comment. I kind of have a problem, sorry, Mr. Stump, with your offer, only because this is your third, fourth, and fifth offense. I'm wondering if you have any remedies in place right now to ensure that your processes are in place to prevent any further violations. Have you looked at that?
Okay, thank you. I'm not sure what the dates were of the first, second, and third offense, but I believe it was a year or two ago. And we file quite a bit of items, income and expenses. So I'm just simply here today, just stating that we were only 3 hours past the business deadline and just trying to ask for grace and leniency. That's the only reason I'm here today. Thank you. That's the offer that I ask, and would appreciate it if you could do that. Thank you. Is that correct?
Madam Chair?
Yes, Member Watson.
Yeah, I move that we accept the recommendation from the general counsel for the reduction of the fine to $400.
No, we have already accepted the reduction from $450, reduced by 50. So what we just agreed to was $400 fine.
And that's already been ruled on.
And that's been ruled on. What we're talking about now, Member Watson, is whether we accept his offer of $200 to settle the $400 fine.
Okay, well then my motion is that we not accept his offer of $200 with a what, $88,000?
Yes.
$88,000, am I correct, Amy?
Yes.
Marnie, you said they have $88,000.
$88,809.16.
Yeah, I move that we not accept the offer of $200. Business days cease, business hours cease at 4 or 5 o'clock, not midnight.
Second. It's been moved by Member Watson to reject the $200 settlement offer, and it's been seconded by Member Ballard Croft. Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Ballard Croft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time, what the motion is?
The motion is to reject the $200 offer by the party and accept the,
Just reject the $200.
okay, we're rejecting the $200 offer.
Okay, I'm a yes.
thank you. Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
So,
All right, thanks.
yeah, so you have the opportunity to come back with another offer if you wish, or you can pay the $400 fine and be done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for taking your time. All right, Marnie.
Right, we're moving into appeals where the recommendation is to deny. I only have one appearance. It's on Agenda item 4A18, SPE versus Friends of Jerry Joyce, 25 MQ 77. I assume is Mr. Joyce in Springfield?
No, I don't have any appearances for the denied appeals here.
Oh, okay, well, I don't.
Unless, yeah,
I have nothing up in front of me.
All right, well, I take it back. So there, if we can go through these denied appeals then quickly, is there anyone else here on agenda items 4A15 through 4A27?
There's none in Chicago, any in Springfield?
none in
None.
Springfield.
All right.
All right, so there are 4 cases where there is a slight modification to the hearing officer report. So let's do those first. And then later we'll go back to the earlier appeals. So the first one is agenda item 4A15, SBE versus Barrington Township Republican Organization. The recommendation is to deny the appeal, but to amend the hearing officer recommendation to show the report was 109 days late, not 108 days late. So deny the appeal and correct the report to 109 days late.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
It's been moved by member McCrory, seconded by
Member Craig.
member Craig. Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Ballarcroft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCory,
Yes.
Mr. Vrett,
Stay.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turvin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right.
Agenda item 4A20, SBE versus Friends to Elect Lorraine. The recommendation is to deny the appeal and to supplement it to state that to what extent the committee has attempted to establish an electronic filing defense, it already used that defense in case number 21 MA 34 and has not identified extenuating circumstances that would justify a second time use of the electronic filing defense. So a motion would be to deny the appeal as supplemented by the general counsel.
Do I have a motion?
Make motion to accept the recommendation of general counsel.
It's been moved by member McCrory. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been seconded by member Genovese. Roll calling.
Ms. Ballarcroft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCory,
Yes.
Mr. Vrett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turvin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Agenda item 4A25, SBE versus Friends of Christine Bear Kemper. The recommendation is to deny the appeal, and I recommend amending the report to say that the reports were between 15 and 43 days late, not 45 days late.
All right. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
It's been moved by member McCrory, seconded by
Second.
member Brett. It's been moved and seconded. Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Ballarcroft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCory,
Yes.
Mr. Vrett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turvin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
And one more of these, agenda item 4A26, SPE versus Citizens to elect Jeff Smouse. The recommendation is to deny the appeal. Thus, I recommend modifying the hearing officer's report to clarify that the previously assessed civil penalties of $1,500 were not stayed. And so denying this appeal would not lift a stay. Those penalties were already both. So the fines here would total $2,300.
So
It's been moved by member Ballard Croft. Do I have a second? Seconded by member McCrory. Amy, roll call please.
Ms. Ballarcroft,
yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCory,
Yes.
Mr. Vrett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
And the recommendation on agenda items for a 16, for a 17, for a 18, for a 19, for a 21, 22, 23, 24, and 27 is to deny the appeals.
Do I have a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Been moved by member McCrory, seconded
Second.
by member Ballard Croft. Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Ballard Croft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese. Yes. Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, other campaign items?
So yeah, we have to move
Go
back
back.
to the ones where the hearing officer recommended granting. Just confirming no one else is here for a campaign disclosure matter other than a closed preliminary hearing.
That is correct.
Okay, so if we take a look at agenda items 4A5, 4A7, and 4A12, the recommendation is to grant the appeal.
Did we do 11?
Member Genovese, did you have a question?
I thought we did 5,
We did.
and I think that's what you just said in your motion.
We did
No,
6.
it's 7 and 10.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No worries.
We didn't.
So 5, 7, and 10, I agree with, oh, excuse me, no, scratch. 5, 7, and 12, I agree with the hearing officer recommendation to grant.
Are we all clear?
Excuse me, 5, 7, and 12. Yeah.
Do I have a motion, please?
And this is for 5, 7,
And
10, and 12?
No.
Not 10, 5, 7,
You've already done
and 12.
10.
5, 7, and 12.
Correct.
All right, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the recommendation of the general counsel and grant the appeal on 4A5, 7.
And 12. Second.
It's been moved by member McCrory, seconded by member Turbin. Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Ballard Croft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCrory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right.
There's a few more.
Yep, okay.
So agenda item 4A8 is the committee to elect Stephen J. Pearlfinger, 25 MQ 48. Here the committee is appealing a $30 civil penalty assessment for the 3 days of filing the March 2025 quarterly report. I disagree with the recommendation regarding the postal defense. So here the envelope containing the committee's delinquently received report contains no postmark, and it was not received by the board until April 21st, 2025, which was well after the April 15th filing deadline. Section 9-10B of the election code reads, quote, "A report is considered timely filed if it is received by the board no later than 11:59 PM on the deadline or postmarked no later than 3 days prior to the deadline," unquote. So the affidavit of the chair candidate swears only that the documents and filing were mailed well before the filing due date. So here the statute is clear that in order to qualify for the mailing defense, the envelope must be postmarked no later than 3 days prior to the deadline, or the envelope must be received by the deadline. Now here there was no postmark and it was not received by the deadline, so this statutory exemption does not apply and cannot serve as a basis for appeal. So I recommend denying the appeal. However, this is the committee's first violation, so the $30 civil penalty assessment would be stayed unless there is a subsequent violation.
All right. We have a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the recommendation of the general counsel on item 4A8, am I correct in that?
Correct.
And deny the appeal.
Do I have a second? Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by member McCrory and seconded by member Brett. Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Bella Croft,
Yes.
Ms. Cray,
No.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
She stepped away over proxy, yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
oh, Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue,
Yes,
motion passes.
all right.
Excellent. Next is 4A9, Friends of Stephen Thorin. This is our other electronic fax issue that involves our fax machine being out. Here there's a $550 civil penalty assessment for the 11-day filing of the March 2025 quarterly report. But this one was entirely on us. Our fax machine was out during the entire time. So therefore, I recommend granting the appeal, but for a different basis than the hearing officer. I recommend granting it due to our fax area, machine problem being an other meritorious basis under Rule 125.425I.
Is there a discussion? Do I have a motion?
Move to accept the recommendation of general counsel.
Second.
It's been moved by member Brett and seconded by member Ballard Croft to accept the recommendation of general counsel. Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Bella Croft,
Yes.
Ms. Cray,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue,
Yes.
motion passes.
And the final one is agenda item 4A11, SBE versus La Ciudad de los Vientos PAC 25AJ34. So the committee is appealing $3,000 in civil penalty assessments for the 27-day late disclosure of two contributions totaling $9,750 and dated in April 2025. Here, I do not agree with the hearing officer recommendation to permit the committee to use the electronic filing defense. The committee's affidavit said the person responsible for filing reports believed entering data into IDIS was sufficient and did not understand the actual reports needed to be submitted. Now, the committee is attempting to claim an electronic filing defense, but did not meet its burden of demonstrating that it reached out to board staff regarding the electronic filing issue. And this is under Rule 155D. So therefore, I recommend denying the appeal. There's also a settlement offer, but let's talk about the appeal first.
Do we have a discussion? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the recommendation of the general counsel.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been moved by member McCrory and seconded by member Brett to accept the recommendation of general counsel. Roll call, Amy.
Ms. Bella Croft,
Yes.
Ms. Cray,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue,
Yes.
motion passes.
And this committee has submitted a settlement offer. However, this committee's most recently reported balance is negative $2,320.01. So my recommendation is to deny the settlement offer and fix their accounting issues before they come back with another settlement offer.
Which one is this, Marnie?
This is 4A11.
Member Ballard Croft.
Yeah, just a question about your recommendation. So is it just example negative balance?
Yes.
I can't hear you, Jennifer. What was your question?
Question was for the general counsel to clarify her recommendation. Was it purely based on the negative balance? I believe we have accepted settlement offers in this case, right?
In my recollection, I've always recommended that the committee go back and fix its financing before it proceeds with the settlement offer. I don't recall ever having done differently.
Just want to, thanks.
Thanks.
Further discussion?
I have a question. Has the committee been advised by
Yes,
us? Do you know how to do that?
Yes.
5, 7, and 12.
All right, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the recommendation of general counsel and reject the settlement offer until the committee files an amended report.
Do we have a second? Do I have a second?
Second,
It's been moved by member McCrory and seconded by member Cray to accept the recommendation of the general counsel. Roll call in.
Ms. Bellarcroft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Present.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes,
Motion passes.
Marnie?
moving into other campaign disclosure items, agenda item 4A28, we have a list of assessments requiring board orders on pages 159 through 161. And we do need a motion to enter these assessments.
Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to enter the assessment orders.
Is there a second?
Second,
It's been moved by member McCrory and seconded by member Cray to accept the assessments and board orders. Do I have a roll call, Amy?
Ms. Bellarcroft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Present.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right,
Right,
Marty?
if we want to next do complaints on closed preliminary hearing, which is in a separate packet. And it may be conducted in closed executive session pursuant to section 9-21 of the election code and section 2C4 Open Meetings Act. We need a motion to that effect.
Do I have a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
So it's been moved by member McCrory, seconded by member Ballard Croft to go into complaints following closed preliminary hearing. And as we do that, we have to clear the room except for those that are involved in that hearing. And we're gonna take 5-minute break while we do that, so. We have 5 minutes, right?
I need to roll call or unanimous
Hang on, guys, you need a roll call to be able to,
for the motion.
yes.
Ms. Bellarcroft,
Yes.
Ms. Craig,
Yes.
Ms. Genovese,
Yes.
Ms. McCory,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Ms. Watson,
Yes.
Vice Chair Turbin,
Yes.
Chair Donahue.